What's going on, guys? It's Jay Joku, Sneaker Principal, and welcome to this episode of the Sneaker Principal podcast. Right now, it is sometime very, very late on a Wednesday. I just finished my class. I'm taking classes for additional licensure as a school leader, and I have promised I'm going to record content every single day from January 1st all the way to June 30th. And as a result, setting up my normal camera rig was not going to happen because I have to run out of here literally in the next 2 minutes, maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes. So I need to create content this evening. And I don't want this to be meaningless. So I'm going to share with you a thought and that I've been having recently that is hard to share because we all are experiencing something right now that for some is not a big deal, for others is a huge deal. And being here in New York City as an educator, there are a lot of kids, good kids in high schools, elementary schools, middle schools, whose families are receiving letters about their legal status here in the country. And I know of from one principal who's told me about how several of their students, about 10 or so, have gotten letters literally saying, um, uh, I don't want to misquote what's in the letters, but things have to do with the residency and the nature of these letters are threatening their status here, and with the potentiality of being deported. And for me, yes, I am a U.S. citizen. Yes, I served in the military. Yes, I have been here for a long time. But also remember when I was here and my status was illegal. Middle school, high school, into my first couple of years in college, just in the constant fear that if I did the wrong thing, if I was in the wrong situation, I might find myself being deported. So it's always made very clear by my parents, my family, be very careful what you do, be very cautious where you are, because you never know. And having lived in that space and with that fear as a constant for several years, right now there is a certain level of, trauma, that that is manifesting itself. And I'm not a trauma guy, but I'm also a guy who understands that there's feelings that I'm going through, things that I'm noticing, a certain level of anxiety that is sparked from my experience as a young person in this country, trying to stay, trying to prove my worth, trying to say, listen, I'm doing good. I'm a good student, and it's funny because even after I received my green card, it wasn't up to 6 months before I enlisted in the Marine Corps, because I was thinking to myself, if I can do this, it only validates me here because this might not be real. And so having gone through that, and that now at this point in time is well over 25 years ago, but to see young people right now going through that, to see families that are being ripped apart, either by the threat right now of deportation or those who have experienced it in the recent past. It's a lot. It's a lot for a child to go through that. It's a lot for the families to go through, even the adults, to be in that constant fear. So I've been asked, like, what's happening? What are you doing? And I'll be honest with you, I'm in this holding pattern, waiting for more information. I've been understanding what's coming and what does that look like. And also being very prayerful because, again, as a father, the last thing I could, the only thing, the worst I can imagine is being pulled away from my children, being separated from them because of legal status, or even for any reason, but especially with legal status, because with that, you just don't know, especially if you've had children here in this country. But again, I just need to share that, get that off my chest, and call to action. What is the plan for you in those spaces? Has your district, your locality given you the rules of conduct with dealing with ICE or the police or INS or whoever, and how are you supporting the children who are in fear? What are those conversations like? Or what should those conversations look like? I'm curious. I'd love to know. So, yeah. With that, Uche and Joker Sticky Principal. Till next time. Be well.